Yo, hello ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good night, good morning. So whoever's watching this right now, back onto another weekly chart up. Currently watching a fight real quick. They literally just uploaded this today though. This was from 2023, shout out the PBC. Let me lower this real quick. And well, actually before I even go into the weekly markup, we're gonna go over, I don't know if I mentioned this last week. When did I take this trade? So it was Wednesday of last week. So I believe I talked about it on Sunday. So I'm still holding the USDCAD buys, but I did only take the trade on the top tier challenge account, right? I did not take it on the $40 challenge account, and I should have, because I would have already been up $7 on the account, and I would have already been able to trade the GU, GJ, and all everything else. Right, but the main thing is top tier challenge account and getting funded, and the funding account, right? The $40 challenge account is more, that's what it is, it's challenge. And bringing the account back from where it was $2 or a dollar something, which is crazy. So now I'm still holding the trade. We could probably get price above here. The price can't break above here. We could possibly look for something like this. Maybe the first target would be this supply zone right here. And for now, I'd be waiting for price maybe to hit 081 500, which would look something like this. We test 081 500, taking out the support, because you could already see it's already looking like a retail support, and then we come do the full push back to the upside, right? But after we test already 081 500. So now let's get into the weekly markup for today. So these, I woke up today in the morning really early, like before I went for my run. I really just got back from my run too. Today I only did 10 point something miles, almost 11. I was supposed to do 13.5 minimum, but my knee and my freaking ankle started hurting so fucking bad, man. It still hurts now, and it was actually hurting even like 3 days ago, right? So I shouldn't even ran, but I had to, right? But whatever. Into the chart, weekly chart up, weekly markup. Let's start with GBPUSD. Monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, H4, H1, bullish turning bearish, and the market has not even opened yet. It opens in about an hour, 1:20, so it opens in 40 minutes. So let's go into GBPUSD. The monthly top down analysis. The monthly, you could see we're heavily bullish engulfing candle above 134. Price had bearish engulf below it, but then right now we're back above it, right? Because we created a higher low after we tested this area of demand, and we respected it as demand over here. And price pushed back up, and on the weekly look, we have a bullish engulfing candle back above 134. So now price definitely looking like it's gonna hit this high right here, and that's actually that is 200 pips away. So you could get a good entry. You could possibly get in on some buys, and that would be something like this, right? Because on the 4 hour it's turning bearish. Why? Because now we hop on the 4 hour. You can see on the 4 hour we tested this previous area of supply that melted all the way down here. This drop was 400 pips, and now, I mean, I doubt that we do the same drop because we're now bullish, but I do see price hitting 134 possibly, right? So this could definitely happen right here. Either we get the break above the bullish engulfing and the higher low, or we continue selling all the way to 134. 134 would be TP1, and then from there we'd be looking for either buys above here as well, back up maybe to clear these highs over here, or some sells below, bearish engulfing, lower high, and you actually have a target over here too, which is this low over here, right? Buyers in the market that have not been taken out, and then sellers in the market that have not been taken out. but right now we're currently bearish because of this. We're on the 4-hour H4 bearish engulfing candle, and now this is going to be, as soon as the market opens, we have to keep a lookout for this candle right here, right? As long as we stay below this double bottom, we could definitely get some buys to 134. Some not buys, some sells to 134. That could be 100 pips, possibly 100 pips for today and tomorrow, right? So definitely look out for GBPUSD. That's one. This is mainly what I'm waiting for. And then watching the, yes. I was gonna say I'm gonna leave this chart open and start a new chart because I want to leave GBPUSD open, right? So now let's get into GJ. In the monthly, okay, we're already looking good, bro. We're looking like we're having some good price action. So GBPJPY, you can pause it and read it. Monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, H4, H1 bullish, turning bearish. All the same thing as GBPUSD. So they're correlating, right? On the monthly, you can overall see we're overall bullish. Why? We're obviously going up, but then we hop into your supply and demand area zones. For example, this area, which is 195, beautiful zone, previous strong area supply, somewhat a strong area demand here, and then it was a strong area demand here, right? It gave us all the way to push all the way to 240, and then price. Should I just read this? Shout out Fundora and Mendoza. Fundora and Mendoza. Hi. Sometimes, because obviously when you're speaking English, you pronunciate words, but I forget that whenever it's a Spanish word, I have to pronunciate exactly how it's supposed to be pronounced. Which is not Mendoza. This is Mendoza, and this is not Fundora. This is Fundora. Sometimes you forget when you're speaking English, right? And it's not really a problem when you're speaking English, but it is a problem when you're speaking Spanish and you say Mendoza instead of Mendoza, which is supposed to be. My last name is not Sapien, it's Sapien, and all these things, right? So whenever you pronunciate a word, pronunciate perfection. Everything we do must be done to perfection. So I literally just caught myself in that. So price is above 195. We have a H4, but no, not H4. This is on the monthly. We have a monthly bullish engulfing candle above 195. But now we hop into the weekly. You can see on the weekly. On the weekly, we're respecting below this area of supply and demand zone, which is strong area supply, demand above, supply below. So now we're kind of waiting for this. Let's hop into the daily. On the daily, we already got it. On the daily, we got an H4 bullish engulfing candle, and then we're looking like a higher low. As long as price can stay above 199, we should be good. And then an extra confirmation would be this, breaking above 200, because now we hop into the 4-hour. So that you could type time frames as well. It's faster. So now we hop into the 4-hour. You can see below 200. Prices obviously respected the highest point, and then failed to continue breaking highs, and then we had a bearish engulfing candle, and then we have a higher lower high. So I mean, the price is below this, which is what I'm waiting for. These sales are happening, and we have a target very similar to GBPUSD. But if price does break above 200, we could get a nice higher low, and then we could get the buys back to all the way, which these would be actually really solid buys, all the way to 208, higher time frame wise, right? Obviously maybe a TP1 will be something like right here, this huge drop, which this drop gave us this huge ass push, but the main target would be 208. So that's what I'm waiting for on GJ, very similar to GBPUSD. Next, let's go into USDCAD. Monthly bearish, weekly bearish turning bullish, daily bullish, 84 H1 bullish. USDCAD. That's USDCAD. Here we are. We're actually really having some nice ass price action for this week. Let's hop into the monthly. You can see on the monthly, previous area of supply been failing to break above 147. We broke back below 145 and we broke back below 139. Why are those areas important? Well, 145 is important because obviously you can see strong area of supply, strong area of demand, strong area of supply below. And then 147 you can see is strong. So previous monthly double month, we're on the monthly and we're on USDCAD. Monthly double top and then turn over here into a triple top. Basically a supply zone on the monthly time frame. 147 respected that zone perfectly. Then we have the bearish engulfing candle below 139, and then we have a mini supply zone over here, which is not really mini because it's on the monthly, but it's mini compared to obviously this huge ass one over here. Price broke below 139, bearish engulfed, and we're kind of creating a lower high below it, confirming that price might even continue all the way to 121, possibly. Obviously you have first targets. Let's hop into the weekly. You can see on the weekly we're bearish turning bullish. No, we're bullish turning bearish. Wait, no, this is bearish turning bullish. Here you are. I was like, wait, no, that's UJ. Bearish turning bullish. Price failed to continue to break lows below 135,500, and it's on the way back to 139, right? So at 139, we're gonna either get the retest and the lower high below it to continue back down, or we're gonna get the break above and the higher low and to continue to 135, possibly. Let's hop into the daily. The daily's already bullish. Obviously, double bottom below. We have a daily higher low above 135,100. We broke this structure over here, bullish engulfing candle, and then this is a higher low above the break of structure. Previous area of supply as well, turning into demand. So definitely, this push is happening all the way to 139. Now, what happens at 139? That's a whole different thing. Are we gonna continue to break highs? Something like this, or we're gonna respect the supply below it and continue back to the downside. So now we have to watch that. On the 4 hour, pretty much the same thing. We have to wait. Actually, let me set an alert at 139. Yeah, I have to get my dog. Last but not least, USDJPY. Let's pause and read it. Monthly bullish turning bearish, weekly bullish turning bearish, daily bearish, H4 H1 bearish. USDJPY. On the monthly, you can see on the monthly we respect the previous area of supply, 160, 160, and then after testing 160, we came back all the way to 140, and we failed to break highs. You can see right here, it didn't even break this high. This created a lower high technically. We tested 140 again, and then we're looking like we're creating another lower high. And then we hop into the weekly. You can see on the weekly, this is actually an area of supply as well, where we tested and created a lower high, which is 151. So now price could come back down all the way to 140 and do something like this again, and maybe come back down. Push. Oh shit, this one got knocked out. Damn, I forgot about that. Because I remember watching this fight, but I don't remember how the outcome played. I mean, I remember he lost, but I don't remember. I mean, it was in 2023, dude. It's 2 years ago. That's crazy. But now he's a 2-time world champion, I believe. Fandora is badass. Both of them badass fighters. Like, if you know boxing, you know they're hell of fighters, both of them. And I think that's it on the weekly. Let's go into the daily. The daily, we're kind of ranging between the zone. You can see supply, demand. We're kind of waiting for either a break below and continue, or maybe the buys above and continue. Damn, I really have to get my dog. Why is he barking so much? The 4 hour, pretty much the same thing. The 4 hour is actually looking like it's gonna sell, like something like this. Well, actually, I would rather sell if we break below this zone right here, which is the area of the double bottom here. Why? Because it's obviously a strong area of demand as well, pretty strong area of demand. So if price can break below it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn into a supply zone. So that would be great sales for now, we literally just have to wait. And buys, I would only buy till we break back above here, right? With the break of structure above this little supply zone here, and possibly even a higher low above it. So that's what I'm waiting for, UJ. And that was it for the weekly time frame. Those are all my pairs. Wish you luck trading this week. Back to working, literally. Peace and love. I commend your health, wealth, knowledge for you and your entire family.